I played on Saturday. Played some tens in the snow in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'm sore. I'm beat up. Let's see if we can see. I got a little bruise up here. It's sore. We got Harrogate GS versus Trent College. I believe this is the finals round just started. So Harrogate Grammar School versus Trent College about to happen. Now this is live on it's NextGenLive is what it is. So this is a North of England school sevens. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did this weekend, maybe talk about a few things and some skill stuff. Oh, I love it. They did a rock, paper, scissors for the opening kick. That is, I love doing that as a ref for high school rugby all the dang time. A lot of times you do the even or odd. Sometimes you do like a real coin toss or something. Nah, rock, paper, scissors is where it's at. So, super fun day yesterday at rugby. Like I said, Tens Rugby, La Crosse, Wisconsin. It was hosted by the La Crosse River Rats, which is a men's club in La Crosse, Wisconsin. La Crosse is on the west side of Wisconsin, just on the Mississippi River. And actually, the tournament itself was a place called Sky Harbor Park. Hey, we got the kickoff here. Oh, it was just short, but he takes it. I think we got Harrogate Grammar School in red and black, and then Trent College is in like a multicolored like stripe sort of a thing. Good pulse moving sideline to side. Oh, there we go. It looks like, can he cook the last guy? Yeah, it looks like Harrogate Grammar School is going to get the first try. Doesn't quite center it, but that's great finishing pace by I think that's a winger for Harrogate. So they're up 5-0 here, just like 30 seconds into the match. But yeah, yesterday tens, La Crosse River Rats, Frozen River Sevens, they call it, is on French Island, which is this island in the Mississippi River. So it's not even, it's like you could throw a rock and probably hit Minnesota from the edge, from like just away from the pitch. But it was a really cool day. Really enjoyed it. And that we went 5-0. We won it. I played every single minute. I am currently 41 years old. And I managed to play every single minute. The last two matches, I think, were shortened a little bit. So we had like some 7-minute halves in the final. And then the semifinal, it was agreed upon that we would just play 1 10-minute half. So that's what we did. But all right, so Harrogate Grammar School up 7-0 on Trent College here, about a minute 20 into this one. Love watching. This is just random with the Six Nations off. I just decided, hey, let's turn some random rugby on. I got great save here from one of the Trent College kids, bobbled it, and then he like went out the back, kept it in. That's a really really useful skill. But then they're bobbling the ball all over the place. They're backed up in their own 22 right now. They're down 7-0. Let's see what they can do. The thing about sevens is things they change so quickly, so quickly. So I see we got a few people on here. If you want to like, subscribe, yada yada, it would help me a heck of a lot. I'm new to this, so yeah, this stream is not very professional, but I love doing it. I'm a rugby coach. Been coaching rugby like at the collegiate level for quite some time. Like it's been my full-time job for a good decade, and on top of that, I had a kid, and so I decided, my wife and I, who's also a rugby player, and she's fantastic, we decided we're going to move back to Wisconsin. So I actually gave up my most recent full-time coaching job, and I moved back home and decided I'm going to start making some rugby content. I still do some consulting, and I work. Oh, it looks like baby might be waking up. Let's see how this goes. Might have to cut this short. So I do this when the baby is taking nap time and stuff. My wife is away for the weekend with some of her rugby friends, so this might be a short one. Oh, Harrogate Grammar School gets a second try here. Let's see what the baby says. She's moving around, but I'm not sure. So if this ends up being really short, thanks for being here. I'm an American rugby coach. I love rugby. Like I said, I've been doing it for 23 years. I'm 41. I managed to play a bunch of rugby yesterday. We went 5-0. We won the title with the Eau Claire Orcs in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Played a bunch of rugby in the snow. I've got a shorter, I think I had a short from yesterday. I have a longer one where I talk about how I feel when I got back home from the tournament. But yeah, I played every minute. This was not high-level rugby. I've done a lot of high-level rugby in my day, coached a lot more of it. This was absolutely like fun social rugby. Oh, looks like the baby's chilling. She made some noise, but she's chilling. So we got Harrogate Grammar School is up 14-0. I believe this is the first of the championship round matches here at North of England School 7. It is pitch 1. It's streaming on NextGenLive. Oh, great take off the restart, though. Trent College looks like what did he do? Did he chip it? No, is he going to go? Is he going to go? Oh, in the corner. Trent College in the corner. Let's go. Let's go. Speedy. So right off of the restart, Harrogate's up 14-0. Trent College player receives the ball, and it looks like he just cooks, like absolutely cooks everyone, and then finishes in the corner. This is going to be a tough conversion, though. So that centering, if you can center the ball in these, especially, I mean, at any level of rugby, a centered try makes a huge difference. Decent effort, a little bit to the right of the post. So Trent College 5, Harrogate Grammar 14. Let's watch this replay. Goes up, gets it. Oh, okay. So yeah, they didn't do a good job. Hey, what's up, Tony Gustin? Hey, what's up, Braden? Thanks for being here, y'all. I'm streaming a little bit of sevens. It's going on in England right now, so it's North of England School Sevens. It's on NextGenLive, but so just talking rugby. So we got Trent College going back, but yeah, I played a bunch of ball yesterday. Love it. How do you do that? What do you mean, like toss a rugby ball? I just do it. I just toss the ball, man. That's what I do. I've been doing it, yeah, for several decades. It's much of my life. After my family and everything, rugby is my life. I wouldn't have met my wife if not for rugby. I had a really cool career in rugby so far. I've gotten to travel the world. I've gotten to develop a lot of players. I've coached hundreds of young people, some adults. I've won a couple national championships here in the States as a coach in sevens and in 15s. You play baseball? That's all right, man. We all play different things. Whatever you do, keep playing ball, keep playing sports. And depending on your age, if you're young, play a lot of sports. I would tell anyone until you're like at least 16, 17, really 18. And even then, play, you can focus once athletes get to college. I tell them, hey, focus on, if you get recruited for something or you're playing like a college sport at a certain level. Oh, I think Trent College is going to go again. Oh, does he have the wheels? He does not have the wheels. Gets great offload off the deck. Let's go. Yeah. So in all the commentary stuff. What's up? Hi. How you doing? Thanks for being. What do we got? Miranda Sincata. Hey, thanks for being here, y'all. And all the streaming commentary I do, for the most part, I just want to see good rugby matches. A lot of times I'll add a little bit of kind of my side of it as a coach. So this is great work. He goes, poop, he pops right off the deck. So guys he doesn't quite have finishing pace, but he controls the tackle enough that he keeps his hands free. And so he comes to ground and he's able to just pop it up to his teammate who's running onto it. Really good use of skill. There's a lot of things, especially in sevens like this, where there's not so many bodies. You can do a lot and you can keep the ball moving around the contact zone. Makes all the difference in the world. So now this was 14-0 Harrogate Grammar School straight away. Trent College right back in it. They're a conversion away. So this is, 12. So 2 tries, 1 converted from Trent College, and Harrogate Grammar School with the 2 tries, but both converted. So I say that, like I was talking before, that centering of the try makes all the difference. If you can, I see a lot of these games, even in 15s as well, but in sevens in particular, games will come down to 2 points or 1 point. The conversion, it can be everything. The conversion can be every single thing about any opportunity to center that try. You got to do it. And then as a kicker, always. Oh, Harrogate's on the run again. Oh, great offload. I think he's got it. No. Oh, tripped up. Oh, no, I think referee's going to call a high tackle on this one. All right. So the Harrogate player there was a great offload in contact, out the back again. All right. And then popped it to his teammate who got tackled right about the 5-meter line, but he got, it was a high tackle. And so I think we had a yellow card against Trent College. Oh, great steal though. Okay. So Harrogate tried to smash it up twice and they didn't. And now Trent College got a steal on this. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Back to the thing, athletes play a lot of sports when you're young, even if you're playing, even if you're a football player, baseball player, basketball player, or whatever in college, I would still recommend, in the off season and stuff, or even just once a week, go do something else, play in a diverse amount of things. Oh, is he kicking it to touch? I think so. That's going to be halftime there. Wow. That's a great first half, man. So Harrogate Grammar School up 14-0. Trent College coming back. They're down 1. So there's They'll be down a man for about the first minute and a half of this second half, Trent College. But this is fun. Like I've been doing these Six Nations ones, and that's like international 15s. But this is just like a random. I brought up the YouTube, and I'm seeing like, okay, what's on there? What's on right now for rugby? And this North of England schools, yeah, they're replaying this offload off the ground. This is perfect. Like the Trent College player like stepped inside of the defender. So as he gets tackled, he's still like the defender's low enough and he's still like free in the hands and he can pop that thing up off the deck. What's up, Kenneth Sturba? Hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. It's really cool. You're good at basketball, not rugby though. That's all right, man. Just play ball. Whatever you do, play ball for real. I recommend rugby to everyone. Like I said, rugby's made me given me like a really cool life. Gotten to travel all over the world. I've developed a lot of players who ended up going on and getting paid to play professionally. I've had a handful of my players who've gone on to represent their country. It's a really, really cool sport. I love it. And even at 41 years old, I still managed to play a little bit. Like I said, played yesterday, had a great time, went 5-0, won the championship, scored 3 tries myself. But ultimately what got us the victory as the Eau Claire Orcs was defense. In 5 matches, we gave up 3 tries. We never won a match by that much. First one was like 10 or 12 to 5 or to 7. So 1-score game. Second one was we gave up a score immediately. We fought back and tied it. And then like we defended and we were right backed up against our own try line over and over and over again for like a long period of time. And then we managed to like keep them out. And then last play of the game, there we go. Got it. Breakaway, made a turnover, moved the ball, got a big score. If you're a basketball player, though, I find I was a basketball player myself as a young man, and I feel like it transferred really well to rugby because I see the space. Like I think they're both space games. So like I earlier in my career, later on as I got into college, a lot of times I'm coaching players who are recruited to play. All right, so here we go. Trent College is on the attack here in the second half. Earlier in my career, though, a lot of it was converting American athletes who played other sports and they were brand new at rugby. And I personally find that as far as like the spatial aspects of rugby, basketball, soccer, and hockey, those ones translate really well because they're space games and it's about moving the ball to the space. Oh, here we go. Harrogate made the turnover, and I think this dude is gone. I think he's got it. Looks like it. There we go. And he's going to center it. So this is going to be huge. As long as they knock through this conversion, it's going to be huge. What's up, Ignacio Rivera? Thanks for being here, dude. Talking a little rugby, watching a random sevens tournament in the North of England schools. So North of England schools sevens. This is pitch 1. It's on NextGenLive. But just chatting rugby as I always do. I do a lot of these for this. I've been doing most of the Six Nations matches, and that's been a ton of fun. This is with it being a rest weekend in the Six Nations. I was like, all right, let's find babies that taking a nap. Let's put some random rugby on and let's see what we get. So I think did that go through? Let's see. Oh, I can't. They didn't show that. It was a little weird. I'm going to say, play baseball. Baseball is cool. Heck yeah. I grew up playing it. That's America. You know where else besides a lot of people think Latin American countries when we think baseball? The other one, Korea and Japan. They are crazy about baseball there. Absolutely crazy. I've got a couple of Japanese rugby friends. Okay, conversion was good. Yep. So Harrogate 21, Trent College 12. In this, I think this is some sort of fun. And then Harrogate gets the restart back. So 2-score game. They're up by 9 points. There's still quite a bit of time left. You got like about 5 minutes, 5 and change to go in this game. So plenty of rugby left to play. We saw Trent College repeatedly in the first half, like coming back. They're down 14-0. They get it to 2-point game at halftime. And really, it was just a conversion. If they can get another, big step. Big man, really steppy big man here. The number 1 for Harrogate Grammar School, making plays with his feet. But then we have a knock on right at the end of it. Dang, that was exciting. So I guess another thing with me playing yesterday, at 41 years of old, rugby's a very physical game. Is like my preparation. I watched a lot of people, even in their late 20s, end up playing like, I'm too old, I'm this, I'm that. I spend a lot of time on my physical conditioning, and it's not a matter of like I'm doing anything crazy or wildly. You want a game today? Heck yeah. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. That's great. Love winning is fun. Winning is fun. Just like me and my boys yesterday, we went 5-0. Winning is fun. Playing anything is more fun if you win. Um, but as far as preparation at 41 years of age, it's not about like doing anything crazy. I don't really, I'm not taking a bunch of supplements, not on TRT, not anything. What I've done is for a couple decades now is I accumulate training time. Like I do the basics well and a lot. So that means I run, I row, I get sprints in a lot of times. Sometimes there's a few months that it's like during when I know I'm not playing for a long time where I won't do the sprinting or anything. Or maybe I'll even take a couple weeks off of the lifting, but I'm always doing something physically. And if I talk about the weightlifting, I'm going to squat every week, sometimes twice. I'm going to do so most of the time. I'm doing some heavy pressing, some heavy squatting. I'm getting in the weight room at least twice, usually 3 or 4 times a week. I've got, a little bit different training blocks, but I'm not trying to be a professional at this point. Again, I'm trying to teach people to become professionals and develop young players who can potentially get to that. But it's ultimately about accumulating training time. I've seen so many people quit playing this really cool, violent sport of rugby, like way, way before I am now. And the fact that I'm still able to play at a pretty, decently high level, it was pretty social, to be fair. I'm not going to pretend I could go out there on an MLR pitch or maybe even a D1 club pitch and be successful, but I can be very useful. And especially at like mid to low level rugby, I'm still very, very good. And what that really comes down to is consistency of training. So you're listening. I appreciate it, dude, man. I appreciate you being here. Subscribe if you find this good. Next week, Six Nations will be back going on. So I'll be watching some more serious rugby. We got a scrum to Trent College here again. So they could use something right here. There's about 2.5 minutes to go in this game. If they get a score off of this, game on. If it's a turnover, I think Harrogate Grammar School can just squeeze this dead. Ball pops out of the scrum. A lot of people want like the quick fixes. And in most sports, unless you're taking juice or something, which I do not. Oh, is he going to go? Is he going to go? Oh, he's into the 22. Has he got a friend? No, I think he ran out. Nope. They still got it. Okay, let's go Trent College. I know nothing about either of these schools other than they're schools in the north of England, and they are. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I love it. I love to subscribe. A lot of my stuff, it's like pump up stuff for USA Rugby, or also I've got like a skills, there's a bunch of skills shorts. Oh, and there's a turnover. And I think Harrogate Grammar School, if he can finish, yep, he's gonna finish this. That's gonna be it. They cooked. Yeah, I'm watching. Yep, watching rugby as always. I got some skills shorts, which I think are really useful for rugby players. I've only had the channel for month or so, and so I'm brand new at this. Like I said, I've been a full-time coach of rugby for over 10 years, and played a lot. Still play whenever I can, just like yesterday. But with having a child, and my wife and I, we wanted to move back and be closer to our family. So this channel, the whole point of me having this channel, for the most part, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing as far as the video side of it. You're 14 years old. Cool, man. So baseball mostly, huh? Give rugby a try if you got it around you. If you got it around you, give it a try. It's becoming much more popular in the States. Our women's team is really good. Our men's team has been kind of a frustrating embarrassment for a long time. Man, that's the really good like inside out step, I think, from this Harrogate guy. Nothing fancy or complicated. He takes an offload. He weaves in, so he's got one last defender to beat, and he just turns the defender and then switches and turns him back to the outside. So as a ball carrier in rugby, like everything's like angled. If I can make you turn your hips and shoulders, I can beat you. And it's all that can be before I get the ball. I think it's a lot more useful to do it before you get the ball. But once you have the ball, same thing too. If I've got space to work you, if I can get you turned one way and then get back to the other space, it's like turning takes time, and turning, some people turn faster than others, but it's like a basic athleticism thing. And especially in a lot of these ball sports, or even you think like grappling, wrestling, things like that. If you're a baseball guy, Ignacio, man, that hand-eye coordination, absolutely huge. Like there's like form, with a lot of sports, it's like there's form things, but then there's also a repetition thing to it. That's interesting. I actually I have a brother-in-law who's a professional baseball player. He's a first-round draft pick, made it up to AAA. Did not. He was on a 40 man, but he never got any at bats at the major league level. Had some injuries that kind of cut his career short. But I grew up playing baseball, and it's big dummy, he's through. I think Harrogate are going to ice this. Yeah, time is up, and they're up by 2 scores. Like this game is over. They're just trying to play with it and make it interesting. But repetition for a lot of sports, and baseball being one as well. Like you want to have like the correct form with how you swing, and there's a lot of tweaks that good coaching can do with that. At the same time, like repetition, like seeing a lot of pitches, same thing. Watching a lot of rugby, playing a lot of rugby. The team I played with yesterday is pretty inexperienced. Like most of these guys, I've been playing for 24 years. Most of the guys on the team are like new to rugby in the last couple years. A couple guys are new to it in the last year. And so the best thing they can do as new players is absolutely to play as much rugby as they possibly can. And I think like it's helpful for me to be a coach on the field for them, because we can talk about things. I can kind of talk them through as the ball is in play. Hey, no, do this, go there, whatever. But then also when the game is over, hey, remember you're doing perfect example. I have a young kid on the team, new to rugby in the last year or so, really good ball carrier, and he loves to carry the ball. And so, but a lot of the time, so final there, Harrogate Grammar School put it away at the end, 33-12 over Trent College. Again, I think it's bowl championship or something. I don't have the volume up. I'm just watching it. He'd catch the ball, and then he goes right to here. And at that point, he's fully committed, like, as a defender. So, yep, bowl final. Yep, Harrogate Grammar School, congrats to them. They win the bowl. Immediately catches and comes to here at like when he's still a long ways away from the defense. And what that tells the defense is you're committed to carrying the ball, because he brings it right back here to like kind of like football thing. You go to Dozier? Cool. I don't know where that is, but that's okay. You don't have to tell me. Up to you if you want. He goes right to here, and then he's like fully committed. He's carrying the ball. All right. Defense then, like, okay, he's got the one primary defender on him, but like the nearby defenders, they know, like, okay, he's carrying, they can pinch in, and now his life gets a lot harder at like that. So what I tell players a lot of times, like, this should be this triple threat. I've talked about it in some of my skills shorts, is like, we're in this Dust Park. Got it. We're in this triple threat, like as I catch it. And so I get to talk to him after the game. I'm like, hey, what you want to do, what I would be looking to do if I were you, is keep that ball out here in 2 hands until you get like those last couple steps before you're committing to contact, because that way you'll isolate that player and you'll get more of a one-on-one situation. Right here, next defenders can pinch in, they know you're carrying, it gets a lot tougher to beat them with footwork. Whereas here, I stay in this triple threat, balls out in 2 hands. They're probably like, oh, he might pass. Look, they should, if they're a good defender, they're thinking he might pass. All right. He could do a lot. He could kick. You can do just about anything with the ball out here. And then even if I know I'm doing it, or I can dummy and go, but I know I can always, I keep them. Those extra help defenders, they stay a little further. They've got to stay on their man. And then at the last second, boom, commit. And then I can like stiff arm, do all sorts of things, commit to the contact point. It's a heck of a lot easier to have that contact point being isolated. Me, 1 versus you, 1. We got next one, King's School, Macclesfield versus Kirkham School. So Kirkham School, King's School, Macclesfield. Let's see who's got what for jersey. These are both blue. This is going to be a tough one. I might not know this until somebody scores. So King's School, they're both in like blue strip. The one has like sideways sort of stripes. The other one has this sort of stripes, but nice little switch. Hey, reset. They've got this scoreboard's a little bit wrong here. They still have the score for the last game up. So no, but like this, I always say, like, this triple threat, like you have options. You can do anything with the ball. I can commit to contact, I can pass, I can drop it and kick, I can do anything with the ball here. I just need to, before contact, get to here. Because once the ball's here, like, this is super, super tight. It looks like you're my coach. Yeah, if you're rugby, I am. I'm the guy. Other things I thought we defended really well. Like a lot of that was just flat out bravery and good tackle percentage. I would say we as a team, the Orcs, we got a scrum to the team on the left. That again, I'm not sure which is which. They're both blue and they didn't make it clear. And I don't have the thing. But a couple of the guys, like they did a really good job of taking my coaching as kind of like a player coach on the field. They took it really well. And I would tell, no, pinch in. We talked about how you could see how some of these guys, it's obvious. Okay, we've watched that guy doesn't want to run with the ball. Those are their two good players. Hey, he's going to run with the ball. So at that point, like, hey, we know what's going on, like pinch in. And the fact that we're playing out in the snow and stuff, it like slowed the game way down. It's sloppy, a lot of balls on the ground, but also like you just can't be athletic unless you're way out into space. Nobody gets to a sprint. Oh, tried to kick through. That didn't go well. So turnover on the speculative kick through. But if you know what they're holding on penalty. So the referee, we're going holding on. Quick tap, sends it wide. If you can pick up those little tendencies, and I love it when I have players who will listen to me, like who trust that, hey, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to rugby. Like, listen to what I am telling you. Things will go better for you. That's for sure. Yeah, the defensive stuff though too. It was our second game in particular against Northeast Iowa Barbarians. Like, good team. I know some of their guys. I knew who their best two players were because I played against these guys. I played with one of them a bunch as well on some traveling teams going abroad to Asia. And penalty right on the 5 to whoever this is. And I know, I'm like, those are the dudes. Those are the guys we need to look out for. Keep an eye. They might dummy. They might, but they're probably, we need to pinch extra on them. We had a phenomenal goal line stand against them. Like, they scored right off the opening kickoff. I kicked it to evidently their fast guy, and he ran right through a tackle and just took it to the house. And so we're down 5-0 immediately. We get one score back, and then like in the second half, near the end of the game, it was tied 5-5 for the longest time, and they were like right on our doorstep, like just a few meters away. And we're tackle. We did a great job of making double tackles. The other thing with it being sloppy and snowy is it's harder to pass the ball and spread it out and move the ball a long ways. And so you can pinch in a little bit. So you can commit that extra man to that ball carrier. And we did a great job of that. Really, tackle, kept them out. And then right at the end, we get a turnover, make two passes. One of our fast guys like takes it to the house the whole way, and we win a close match. So it's one of those, you got to stay in the fight to win some of those close matches. So here's a restart. So that's KSM with the converted try. So they're at 7. Okay, so KSM, King School Macclesfield is up 7-0, and they are the team with the cross, like the sideways ones, sideways strip. Again, both of these teams are in like blue and white. One of them is with like, slipped just a little bit. One of them's in like bars like this way. You play in first, pitcher and catcher. Nice. First base. That was my favorite position, to be honest. I caught a lot as well as a baseball player. But first base was the most fun. Like, if being able to snag like a bouncer in the dirt or something, so much fun. Love it. We got all right, knock on to a scrum. So a little bit of a breakaway from KKS, but ultimately they end up knocking it on. So we're gonna have King School Macclesfield with a scrum. They're about 55 meters away from the try line. Yeah, catch. I love about catcher too is you're so involved. Like every play, the ball's coming to you, and other exception when he gets a bat on the ball. But even then, there's such like a relationship between a pitcher and catcher. Like a good catcher will like keep a pitcher calm. They can like do little things on the margin, kind of like a scrum half, which is I was playing yesterday in rugby. Like, you can do little things to keep your team calm, to influence how your teammates around you do. I'm Joe. Rugby coach Joe is what I go by. But my name is Joe Lippert. I'm a rugby coach originally from Wisconsin. And having moved back there, my recent jobs, I was at Iowa Central Community College, which we are, it's a 2-year school in Iowa. We're about one of the only 2-year schools in the country with like a high performance rugby team. They get the penalty here. So KKS tapping, they get about 40 meters away. Oh, he dummies. He goes good ankle tackle by the KSM player. Before that, I was down in St. Louis at a couple of four-year schools. Rugby's given me a really cool life. Again, I made a full-time living at it for a good decade. Kind of taken a little bit of time off from that with the birth of my first kid, and so that's why this YouTube channel is just a little bit of a way for me to stay engaged in the game. I still help coach. It looks like it's slippery there. This is a battle we got going right now. We're over 5 minutes in, and this is a tight one, 7-0. But like it's a battle. Like both of these teams are. He's got it. Great. Oh, great footwork. Big fella with the score. All right. So KKS 5, KSM 7. This is gonna be conversion. It's not like all the way from the touchline, but it's like kind of midway between the right post and the touchline. I think he called for a sub right away. Big fella. He's like, no, I'm tired. Great feet. You can see he's like stepping out of contact. That's another skill I tell people, like when you know the tackle's coming, that ability to like high kick with your step, and like you see the guy going low, and you take that high step through that, you'll get through a lot of contact, especially those isolated one-on-one contact situations. It'll help a lot. But yeah, the ability to influence a teammate. So talking about that, like pitcher catcher on a rugby field, especially as I am like someone who plays scrum half and fly half, like I feel like, oh, nope, just short. Looks like it's into the wind. So that's a toughie. I think, is that halftime? Might be. It's real close. Feel like those positions have an outsized influence on the game, and like a lot of time the ball goes through the hands of those positions, but also like demeanor, temperament, like confidence. Yeah, this guy, he steps through one, he fends one, and then he steps through the third one. That's great footwork from the big dude. Yep, that is halftime. So it's Kirkham School is KKS, and they are at 5, and King School Macclesfield at 7 at halftime of this game. So yeah, the ability to influence players around you, like attitude, contagious. Like how your vibes matter as an athlete, even as a coach. Like if you getting all like scrambled and being all fired up, like there's a time and a place to do that. What's up, Michael Brodus Jr.? Thanks for being here. There's a time and a place to get riled up and be fired up. But there's also like most of the time in most sports, like you got to pick your spots. Yeah, I'm watching rugby right now. I've been doing the Six Nations ones for a long time. But this is a rest weekend in the Six Nations. So I'm watching North of England School Sevens, it's on NextGenLive. It's streaming. But I'm a rugby coach. It's what I do. It's taken me all over the world. I played rugby this yesterday, actually, at 41 years old. Played a bunch of minutes pretty well. We won the tournament, went 5-0. But yeah, it's my passion. But back to the mindset thing and like attitude and vibes. Like there is a time and a place where if everything is falling apart, there's a time and a place to be like, or honestly, a lot of times if a team is flat, hey, what country? You beat sobriety. Congrats. I'm US. I coached a lot of. I've gotten paid to coach at the college level for a better part of a decade. But I've stepped back and started this channel because I had a kid. Oh, right off the kickoff, I think here. Okay, I think is that Kirkham Grammar School. Yes, there we go. Okay, so they're up now 10-7, and I think he's going to knock this conversion through right in front. Oh no, did he rush it? No, that went through. I don't know. The referee didn't signal. That's weird. But rugby's given me a really cool life. But back to the thing. So like a team that's really flat, there's a time and a place to be like, hey, we got to get it together, like fire up, sort of a deal. But also a lot of times that comes across as frantic. So I've always found as a coach and even as a player, like if you're always that player who's was you from South Africa? Heck yeah. You guys are the thing at rugby for right now. The Boks are the best in the world. See if you can get another. Be cool to have a third consecutive World Cup. But yeah, Rassie Erasmus and the Boks, the bomb squad, man, they do it. Okay, they're right. He did miss it. So you rushed that conversion. That was silly. Like centered right between the posts, and he rushed it. And so it's a 3-point game instead of a 5-point game. That could come back to haunt them. I always say like those 2 points of a conversion matter, but especially, thank you. Hey, thanks, Ignacio. Have a good one, dude. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back next week with Six Nations. Thanks for being here, dude. Attitude is contagious, and if you're always like riled up, fired up, and stuff like that, like you get tuned out pretty quick, is what I find, and people are just used to it. If you're calm, collected, like thoughtful. I feel like that often rubs off on your teammates, on the players that I'm coaching. Like, hey, coach, no, coach is calm. This is okay. Like, I feel like it does generally breed like a calmer player, and players who can like, no, I can deal with the situation objectively. You just watch it and drink it. Yeah, me too every once in a while, but I've still managed. I was talking earlier in the stream about what I had to do to still be playing at 41 years old, and it's like a lot of consistent fitness, consistent fitness, and then rehab from all the various injuries. Like I've had busted my face. I got about this is all steel here. This cheek is sunken in because it's broken. Shoulder surgery, broken foot, broken thumbs, concussions, of course, inevitable. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I can't bring myself to stop playing because it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. So what do we got? We got a scrum to KSM here. Oh no, free kick. Free kick had an early push there. So again, yeah, this I could see this misconversion really coming back to haunt this team. Like, dude got it right under the sticks, and he immediately, it's like right at the start of the second half, and he immediately like, yeah, take the conversion, and he doinked it and missed it, and so he missed out on 2 points, and so now, yeah, a 3-point game means unconverted try, you're losing. 2 points matters. Young rugby players, 2 points matter. And then now they've got the opponents, so King's School Macclesfield is like right on the doorstep. What are we, 9 minutes, 20 in? So 2 minutes into the second half. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. But mindset, man, mindset. The other thing is if you're calm and cool and collected, I feel both as a player and as a coach, when you do need to get fired up, it has an impact. If you're always fired up, people tune it out. We got another advantage here. They are like 2 meters out. They got it. Yeah, he's going to, yep, good dummy and go. Dummy, go right under the sticks. You get tuned out when you're always fired up, but if you're calm, cool, and collected, that I feel like that generally breeds that from the players around you and the players I coach. And then when you actually do get fired up, there's an impact there. Okay, makes the conversion. So we got KSM at 14, KGS at 10. All right. And like they'll actually listen. It's like, whoa, coach is fired up, or whoa, my teammate who's usually really chill and calm, he's really fired up. Wow, there's probably a reason for that. I should listen to it versus the dude who's always freaking screaming and riled up and whatever. It's like, oh, that's just him. That's how he's being. I don't know. I personally, I have some fire to me, but I always just try and pick my spots. And I feel like that's been very valuable as a coach, keeping it, staying level-headed like a good 90+% of the time. And then that 5-10% of the time when I really do need to, oh, that's a great, ran out of Rutgers. Man, KSM, King School Macclesfield, like they might be able to ice this. So they're like, oh, and then he gives them another one for chirping at him. Man, you can't get those talking penalties. So they're within the 22. Another try pretty much puts this one away. They go to the left side. This guy's like 2 meters out. Oh no, great poach from the defender though. Whoo, this one can come down to the wire. They're 95 meters out. They got a penalty. Let's see what they do with this. It's 7, so this thing could go real fast, real fast. All you need is one missed tackle or just one man into space and a finisher. Defense being pretty passive, jockeying, being soft. Oh, and they take him into touch. No, he saves the ball. Let's go. Again, all I want to see, I know nothing about these teams. I just know it's a schools championship in the north of England. Oh, we got a big man on the wing. I don't think he's going to be able to go the entire. Oh, is he? Big man number 2. Oh, go, big fella. Go, big fella. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 2 minutes in the game. Big number 2 takes it basically coast to coast. All right, so he puts his team up by 1. Let's see. Conversion to follow. They should take every second of the time he's got for this conversion. If he makes it, it's still a 3-point game. Still one score, all the difference. But yeah, mindset. Attitude is contagious. Temperament is contagious. There's a time and a place to get fired up. Most of the time, cool, calm operators in a lot of sports, I feel like too. Like you got to, like, fire is that's a great left-footed kick. Makes it. Whoo, so 3-point, but then to go back again, they missed a conversion right between the sticks, like in the early second half. That is again another nice little out the back freaking offload. You're seeing a lot of that ever since Sonny Bill Williams, man. Every kid wants to do these out the backs. It's been pretty. I mean, it's looked pretty good to be honest in this tournament from what I've seen in these 3 matches. So they did. It's a 3-point game. There's base. I mean, time is just about up. According to this, to what they got here, there's 10 seconds to go. I'll be interested to see, but just unconverted try wins this game. So they're kicking to the team that's down. What can they do with it? All I care about is see a good match, and this has lived up to the billing. Oh, little fella on the wing. Good fight in the tackle. Wow, great work. Smaller guy, but he does a great job of not going down easy and making a really good placement. Let's see. They're attacking out of their own 22, but there's plenty of space and time. All they need, one try in its game, one turnover in its game the other way, though. So let's see. Let's go. Okay, let's move it. They're kind of slow playing it. That's fine. Just keep the ball in hand. Doesn't matter. As long as the ball's in hand and backing up with it a little bit. Oh, dummy. Nope. Doesn't quite have it. Offload off the deck. Well done. So they're outside of the 22 now. Oh, he goes with the wide skip pass. Oh, there's the ginger fella, skinny ginger. Good offload off the deck again. Man, that keeping those hands free in the tackle. Like if you, especially with those one-on-one tackle, if you can keep the hands free and you can control it and keep your upper body out of the tackle and make them low, there's so much more you can do with that ball off the deck. Let's go. They're in the opposition half. Yeah, we're a good minute plus past the end of stoppage time, and we're still rolling. Oh, and it looks like Baby. Okay, so Baby had made some noise. Baby, it looks like is sitting up now and making a little noise. So I think I got to go after this one, but we want to see this be a good finish. Let's go. Another great offload. Yeah, they've been playing. Look at this possession for it's over a minute and a half. Oh, can he do it? Oh, fend. Big tackle like 2 meters away. Oh, the defense makes a poach and then he just chucks it into touch, which is a penalty. Oh, so they've got a penalty here. 5 meters out, down by 3. This is for all the marbles again. Like this is some sort of the championship round of this tournament. I'm not sure. We just saw the bowl, so I'm guessing this is maybe the plate. 5 meters out, offload, spinning it wide right. Oh, is he fast? Nope, big man on the edge to the ginger. Oh, the ginger gets manhandled by number 2, but he keeps it in touch. That's a couple times where that skinny redhead on that right wing there, he's done a really good job. Like he looks small. He's kind of tallish and skinny, but he's done a great job in contact. So we're like 2.5 minutes into stoppage time. This is awesome. What a good finish. Like they're doing a great job of keeping possession, keeping the ball alive. Like you can see there's a hands on that big number 2 who scored that last try to put him up. You can see he's got hands on hips walking around. Let's go. Oh, dummy. Great tackling as well, though, too. Look at this. Oh, man. Let's go. Come on. 3 minutes into stoppage time. They still got possession. Oh, if that defender would have just kicked, he made the poach and then he's on the ground and he just chucked it into touch. And so he looks short side, but well defended. There's a post man there. Man, this is great rugby. Shout out to both of these teams. So yeah, King's School, Macclesfield, and I can't even remember what KGS is. The ginger fellas on the other side. Look at, they're still. Oh, he picks and goes. That was. Ooh, he tried to snipe down the left sideline, and the post defender was there and took him out. Wow, what a battle! Oh my goodness, what a good. That was really good. So number 5, big number 5, he's like in the ruck, but he's just kind of barely. So it's Kirkland Grammar School that wins that. Oh, wow. Over King's School, Macclesfield. What a freaking battle. So he was in the ruck, but he still had his head up. So this is a critical thing I talk about to rugby players all the time. Your head, like seeing your target and or as a rucker or a tackler, like that vision, like as soon as your head goes down and you lose vision, you're cooked. Like if you're trying to tackle, like they can do things to you. You can get counter rucked. Like all sorts of bad things happen. He's in the ruck, but he's not like fully. He's not held in there, and he's got his head up. So he sees this player coming to make the pick, and I can understand. Yeah, that's Salver winners. I don't know what the heck Salver winners. Silver. I don't know. Kirkham School. Congrats to y'all. That was fantastic. Oh, baby's back down. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll get another match or a half in here. But he kept vision at the ruck. He wasn't fully like sucked in and he was in, but he wasn't sucked in fully. And he's got his head up so he can see this player coming, and you could see the guys coming hot at the ruck. You could almost read the build up. Like he's like guy comes in hot and he just goes right away to try and pick it to the left sideline. And because he had vision, he can disengage and he can make the tackle and take the dude into touch. Like that's fantastic. Like those little details, they matter so much in rugby. I see it all the time. Like people watch the highlights, they think it's going to be this big thing, whatever. No, it's the little stuff. Catch, pass, tackle, ruck, vision, fitness. Talked about it earlier in here. There's no way I'd still be playing rugby at 41 if I wasn't in the gym, if I just didn't do the reps. And it's not fancy stuff. It's not supplements. It's eating mostly good, healthy food. It's putting in the reps in the gym consistently. That's lifting. That's running. That's still sprinting every once in a while, even as somebody who's getting up there in years. Like you got to put in the reps. It's a consistency thing. I remember this was back when I was a teenager. I remember hearing, okay, we got the next game about to kick off still. Yeah, baby's back down sleeping, so we're going to keep doing this. I heard a long time ago that, before the age of 30, you get the body you were born with. After the age of 30, you get the body you deserve. And I think, like, I remember taking that to heart at the time. I feel like I'm pretty fortunate. I'm a reasonably good athlete. I'm pretty lean. My family is like decent athletes, relatively thin. Another really good, like, out the back pass here. So never saw who. It's BCS versus DHS. They never put up a thing saying who those two schools are. But like it's consistency. It's not anything crazy. Like, yeah, I pay attention to training protocols. I watch, but it's like mostly eat good, real food, work out consistently, take care of yourself. And when you inevitably have injuries with rugby, oh, great pick, breakaway, good low tackle. Yeah, a lot of good offloads off the deck in this. Penalty here to the green team again. I think that's DHS. I don't know what DHS stands for. They never put the thing up. They only had the graphic about the team that won the last game. Consistency, and then yeah, like listen, if you are injured, if you're an athlete of any kind and you have an injury, for goodness gracious, like whatever the doc says to you, like do it. Do what the doc says, and then push yourself. Like as soon as it's time to push yourself, don't push yourself stupidly. Don't. Offload. No turnover. Knock on. Good gracious. That got messy. Don't be stupid. Don't do what the doc, that if the doc's is like, you're not ready for this, don't do that. But within the protocol of what your doc or your trainer is doing, follow it to a T and actually push it. Like I see sometimes too, I've had, coached hundreds and hundreds of players the last decade, mostly college players, but a lot of adults as well. And then always myself. And I see players who just like, they show up to rehab and they're just like, no, you got to attack that like a practice. Like maybe you're out for 6 months. You have to attack your rehab the way you would a regular training session in season, getting ready for a championship match. Like that mindset, it's everything. If you don't have the mindset, can't break. Like even on your worst day, you got to show up, you got to put in the reps. And on most of the days that aren't your worst days, like the worst day, just show up and get the reps in. The days that aren't the worst days, push yourself within like the constraints of what your coach, trainer, whoever is giving you, and it will pay dividends. And especially with that consistency, even more so as you age, like until, through the like early to maybe even mid 20s, there's a lot like genetics help. I see it all the time. I notice recruiting athletes, genetic freaks, man. If you're really fast or really huge, all right, I noticed that. I walk up to a rugby pitch at a high school game. I see the really big kid. I see the kid who's super fast. Yep, those are the first things I notice. But what ultimately I want is kids who have a skill set and who are coachable and who are good teammates, because that's the differentiators. In my coaching experience, I've seen a lot of players. I've recruited a lot of players who went on to, or in some cases when I first met them, they were, at like U17, U18 national team level. the three best athletes, like freakish athletes I have ever seen on a rugby pitch at the high school level, all three of them did not get to the professional level. One of them didn't even play in college because he wanted to hang out, didn't want to go to school, went into the trades, whatever. I mean, 6'5", 6'6", fast as a deer, big and physical, could dominate contact points. Another one like went for a little while, couldn't hang. Like, and I remember because I lost a recruiting battle, but I knew that the staff of the team he went to, and he was a starter right away because he was a freak athlete and everything. It went well. This is still 0-0, almost 4 minutes in. We got a card. Oh, he looks the player, he gets carded and he's like, "Ugh," and walks off as he should. Like the kid didn't have the mindset to it. Like the coach was like, yeah, he says he's so talented, but he doesn't work hard and he doesn't seem very hungry. Well, okay. Best coach in the world can't help you if you won't put the work in, if you're not hungry, if you're not going to do this stuff. So attitude and mindset matters way more than people realize. Like, yep, we notice the freak athletes as coaches. Yeah, we want freak because more freak athletes will help. But give me a kid who's a little bit less talented, who's maybe not a freak athlete, who's just a good athlete, but is mentally tough and coachable and is a great teammate. Great try in the corner. Multiple fens here. So that's from BCS, I believe. I believe that's BCS. Yep, BCS. Great try in the corner. Double fend, puts it down. Going to be a tough conversion. I would much rather have, honestly, every player I've had double digits of players who ended up going on to professional rugby, and every one of them, especially the one who had the longest professional career, started MLR matches, was a professional for a number of years, unassuming, like undersized, a little bit undersized, looks like if you saw him on the street, you'd be like, oh, he's just kind of like a chunky little dude who looks like a little strong, whatever. Kid was like rock solid upstairs, perfect teammate, never complained, always worked hard, like great attitude, always looking to get better. He did the right things on the field. He did the right things off the field. Worked like a dog. Worked out for him. Like he had a wonderful professional career. Like the most talented kids, a lot of times they're used to being told they're special. They're used to everyone being like, yeah, you're great. You're going to do it. You're going to make it. And so then the hunger isn't quite there and the follow through isn't quite there. And also too, like you get told how special you are all the time. You start to believe it. Yeah. You start to believe it. You're like, yeah, I got this. I got this. I hear that all the time from players. I got this. Yeah, coach, I got this. Do you? Because your habits suggest like maybe you don't got this. Yeah, I know you're confident in yourself, and it's another great fend. So we got the DHS coming back on the attack. A lot of good fends in this game. Good stiff arms. See it all the time. I got this, coach. I got this, coach. You don't got this, bro, because your work ethic is not good, and you spaz out on your teammates a little bit when you shouldn't. All right. And, you're not putting the reps in. You're not pushing yourself in practice. You're going through it. Cut your beard. More young people see you as a tough guy. Okay. I appreciate the motivation, my dude. Thank you. I like my beard. It's maybe getting a little bit out there at the moment. It could use some trimming. I agree. Definitely could use some tidying at the moment. Yeah. I appreciate that. That's very motivating. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna trim this beard here later today. So if you come back on next week or you watch a short this week that I do, this beard is gonna be tidy. No, I don't take anything personally on here. This is just fun. But back to mindset. I talked about it earlier, talking about it again. Like your head controls a lot. It controls so much. Most people have no idea. Speaking of it, whoa, that dude just got dropped on his head. In this sevens match. So yeah, 5-0 to BCS over DHS. Oh, nice little grubber kick through. If you believe it, you can do it, but you can't just believe it. There has to be follow through. Again, I see this all the time with athletes. I got it, coach. I got it. Yeah, I'm tough. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. But then you got to have the follow through on the day-to-day. That's nutrition, that's rest, that's studying, both in the classroom and or the sport you're doing, whatever it is you're trying to do. It's having actually putting in the work, actually doing the time. And there are no shortcuts. There absolutely are no shortcuts. Occasionally, yep. People who they just get lucky and they do it. But most of the time where people end up, it's because of the effort they put in. It's because of the things they were willing to do or were not willing to do. Yep. Definitely, like, morons get lucky, and definitely good people sometimes get really unlucky, and life gives them a crappy hand. But most of where people end up in life comes down to the decisions they made and the effort they put in and what they were or were not willing to do. That was a great kick through try there for, yeah, whoever. Okay, so there we go. Barnard Castle, I think, is DHS and Durham School. So Durham School is up 7-5 here at halftime. We are watching North of England School 7 on that's on NextGenLive. Again, I don't put the audio on these because I'm just used to it with the Six Nations that I've been doing a lot lately. There's copyright and stuff, and I will immediately get flagged and get knocked down. They might even take the channel and stuff. So yeah, I don't want my channel to get taken down. This is how I get my kicks when I'm not playing rugby or playing with my baby or all the other stuff I do. But rugby, this ball has given me so much in life. I'm always just trying to give back. So that's just to my players, to the people I get blessed to play with. Again, shout out the Orcs, Eau Claire Orcs. We did it yesterday, 5-0, 5-0. We only gave up 3 tries the entire tournament. Defense wins championships. Defense won that championship yesterday. All right, we executed enough. We made enough plays to score points, but we didn't give up points. That's really what's up. The not giving up points, that is critical. All right, defense wins championships. Defense decides if you win the game. Offense, they decide by how much. All right, is it an easy one? Is it a bad one? But you can score all the points in the world, and if you can't stop them, they might score one more. You'll lose. So Barnard Castle School, I think here kicking off right to left. Let's go. Man, I've been wanting good. That last game was an absolute banger. Loved it. Absolute loved it. Barnard Castle School. Oh, big tackle. Oh, that was a great tackle into touch. So manhandling. Managed to tackle him high enough. So there's, high tackle in rugby. Anything up above here is going to be a high tackle. But the flip side is if you can be like low rib cage, you can really dominate somebody as long as the footwork's good. So I talk about a lot of people, they think tackling, they're thinking, oh, it's all like I got to grab them and drag them down or I'm going to just hit them and whatever. Footwork. I cannot overstress the importance of footwork in how functional you are at contact situations. Like even same thing too, like wrestlers, they talk about base or footwork, or even fighters, grapplers, or even boxers and stuff, like footwork. Man, I think not enough. I think it's a big thing in American rugby we lack is that contact zone being coached well. And it's all about like the lead up to it, like the tackle, it's the contact and the tackle itself. It's really easy if your footwork and your build up and your like level change before you tackle, super easy. If you do that right, the tackle itself, whatever, just hands through, finish it, squeeze. All right. But you make it really hard on yourself if the footwork, if you're sloppy. Oh, great pick off. He tried to go over the top and dude just whoop, takes it. Man, I see that all too often. Even in the Six Nations, you've seen it repeatedly. Like guys try and chuck the ball over the top and it doesn't go well. Usually more often it's less successful than more successful. Great fend and making space. Oh, and the guy drags him down by the shorts though too. No, you gotta. Oh, they kept it. Let's go, man. This is good rugby. Yeah, you compare this to like some American sevens. I hate to say it, but for the most part, like you can tell these kids have been playing like their whole lives. And that's a try there, I think, by DHS. Yes. Big fella. Man, they have some big dudes on that DHS team. Durham School. Big dudes. Big old dudes doing dude stuff. You can tell the skill sets. I've been a lot of what I talk about is American rugby, and we say like American rugby, we need to get a ball in more kids' hands and stuff. Yeah, like if I compare this to an American high school sevens tournament, anything other than like the national level, like this is just better. This is England schools. And I would imagine this is not like none of these kids are in a professional academy, I'd imagine. Oh, you missed that conversion just right. None of these kids are in a professional academy. They've just been playing their whole life. Like, yeah, some of them are good athletes. You can see I talked to them. There's some big guys, great dummy and go, good offload and tackle. Fend. That mastery of that fend. You make it so hard on yourself as a defender. The guy who got fended is like hitting himself. You make it so hard on yourself as a defender if you're upright and if you don't have your base right, you're easy to defend. Yeah, and then big man from DHS takes him into touch right there. Gets a little shove in the face. He's appealing, like, "Come on, sir. What's up, sir? He pushed me. He gave me a little argy bargy in my chin. What the heck? I'll be darned." Let's go. So we got a line out here. We're halfway through the second half of this one. Again, I don't know what they don't tell me what um hardware they're playing for until after the match. Yeah, these two guys are getting into it. Good line out steal. But yeah, BCS again. BCS, I can't remember who BCS was, but they're down by 7. So a centered converted try ties this one up. Let's see. They send it to the left wing. Great inside out. Oh, good work staying on though and making the tackle, fella. Yeah, good matches. These have mostly been good matches. Yeah, I gotta go. Okay, no, the baby's been up and down. So first she made some noise, but she was clearly was still sleeping. Then she made noise and sat up. And I was like, okay, I got to go after this game. But then she laid back down again and hadn't moved. But now the baby's back up. Oh, they get to try. They get to try BCS with the try. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yes. Man, this is turning into, all right, yep. I got to go take care of the baby. Thanks, y'all, for being here. Like, subscribe, et cetera, et cetera. Rizzo at Badger Kings Rugby. He calls me the rugby professor. Allegedly. Allegedly, I know what I'm talking about. Also, Spotted Cow, always brought to you by Spotted Cow and Badger Kings Rugby Company. But yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, the channel is NextGenLive, NEXTGEN Live, and it is live rugby North of England Schools 7 Pitch 1. So yeah, this is good rugby. You know, huge help. Thanks for liking. I love the chat. Love the commentary and stuff. Kind of little questions. Appreciate anyone who's being here. If you're watching this, give us a subscribe. Oh man, that was such a good dummy and go on that try. Like dummy, that post defender made one step and it's just enough to take that gap. So, all right, baby. Appreciate y'all. Take care. Like, subscribe, go American Rugby. American Rugby, we can do it for goodness sakes. We're good enough. We're smart enough. We've got the athletes. We've got the coaches. Density of talent. More young kids. Get the ball in young kids' hands for the love of all that is holy. Get the ball in more young kids' hands. Later, y'all.